Oh.
Hit play, Shep.
Working on it.
Hit play, Shep.
I'm working on it.
You didn't turn the volume on, you turd. Start over.
Hold on.
This is the best and worst intro I've ever been part of. Just over here.
It doesn't say share volume. Oh, to share volume, share a tab or screen. Oh,
yeah,
weird.
buttons. Look, neat. That's been like that for like 4 years.
It's a good thing we're not live yet.
It's 100% good that we're not live yet.
Huh.
Happening in the background.
Let's
excited.
See.
Stop interrupting me. Check in my beer.
Stop interrupting me, squirrel.
Stop looking at me, Swan. Just so you know, this guy over here is on top of his game. Has our inability to actually run a stream should have no reflection on what's going to happen in the next 24 hours.
To share audio, share a tab or screen instead. This was never this difficult.
Oh my god, dude! Click a button, bro.
I'm working on it. All right.
All right, never mind. We're done. Welcome in, everybody.
Oh wait, I got it. Okay, hold on. Ready? Okay. There. Go. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Starting over. Rewind.
And now for something completely different.
You stop hitting play? Chris, I was going to switch back and forth.
And now for something completely different. I apparently took Shep off stage. Welcome in, everybody. Apparently, this is Tomorrowland. You guys.
This is This and That Gone Wild.
This is This and That without Steve here.
This is dysfunctional in that.
This is dysfunctional in that. That's 100% true. Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome.
Hopefully, you're here for some shenanigans because the shenanigan wet blanket, as we'll call it from now on.
Excuse me.
Is Steve? Is Steve his new name? First of all, second of all, is his nickname the shenanigans wet blanket? I don't know.
Steve is in the air.
He is apparently 69 watching. Thanks for being here.
Around
100%. And our good friend Chris is here because all we're gonna do is promote the next 24 hours starting tomorrow night. Less than 24 hours from now. So listen, mods, if you could go grab the link to Chris's first stream for his 24-hour stream and streamathon, and then on top of that, grab the donation site and just start dropping the ever loving crap out of that in there. So let's get a little head start here. G Wilson wants to know if it's hazy. G Wilson, thanks to the man below me. I said below.
I'm never on top. Dang it!
That's what she said. I have a bunch of treehouse.
Hello,
and I'm drinking it out of my.
Hey, Corey's mom. What's up, Corey's mom? How are you?
Treehouse. Take you. Hey,
we took care of your boy. We did. We sure did.
We did. Actually, he took care of us a couple times.
Sort of.
Not for nothing.
Most of the time, actually.
For sure. 100%. Yes. So, Chris, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey. Oh, not much is going on. Just
we have echo voices, really?
I don't think we have echo voices. I'm not echoing.
I don't hear echo voices.
I don't hear echo voices.
I don't hear echo voices.
I mean, I can't hear the stream. I can only hear us here in the back room.
There's no echo.
We are all in the same room.
Yeah, I know.
That is true. Yeah.
I can literally reach over.
I think you have stream open twice.
And touch them.
Yeah, something like that.
My hands in your butts.
Those aren't pillows.
Those aren't, yeah.
Hey guys, I still have my cough.
Yeah.
Kenneth is correct. We are currently up to $5,979.
Oh wow.
What's your goal?
Currently the goal is set at $9,000.
Heck yeah.
So you'll have that done by
Tommy
noon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're crushing it.
I had to keep bumping it up.
I know, Stacey.
We ended up
I'm telling you.
What was last year's, Chris?
The cough
we
will go
ended
away
up
and
a
then it
little
goes back.
over 9,400 last year.
$9,400. So the real goal is 5 digits, right? Like,
yeah, that would be amazing.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. You do a fantastic job on this. You have a ton of people on, super entertaining. This is the first 24-hour, right?
This is the first 24 hours. This is,
You did like what, 17 last year? Was it that many?
No, I've been
12.
I've been sticking with 12. Of course, we went over by an hour or two at times, but yeah.
Yeah. No, for some reason I thought you went over like significantly longer last year.
No, we usually went over by an hour or two.
Are you feeling refreshed, invigorated? Because it's gonna be a long night.
It's going to be a long one. So what my plan is I'm going to get up early tomorrow morning, very early tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to take a nap about lunchtime and sleep till about 7 o'clock.
Right.
And then we're going to get up and just go for it.
Heck yeah, man.
Love that. Are you
Hit it, baby?
Are you planning to sleep in any capacity during the whole thing?
Not a lick. Nope.
Cool.
No sleep stream?
No sleep.
Dude, I've done a bunch of those and people, they love
I've done those, but it's also after I started with shots for subs, and then I just fell asleep.
That night was hilarious.
Dude, both of the which one?
It's true. Good point. Oh man. That's funny.
How are you? All right, real quick.
I got tons of Lego. We're just going to power through.
I love it, man. It's gonna be a good time.
That. I like how he has puzzles in Lego, and you and I would have like 2 or 3 bottles and just really loud music and screaming at a video game to power through.
I got a couple of bottles.
Love that, Chris. 100%. You should just play Destiny for 10 hours.
That thought has trickled my mind as well. The boy child has offered to join me, and
oh wow,
that'd be cool.
What's
the playthrough time on Destiny?
I also do appreciate your hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It depends. So there's so many missions. Destiny's been around for like 4 years now. So there's
yeah.
multiple campaigns and stuff you can go through that I have missed out on, and I could go back and play old campaigns and stuff. So,
Oh, that'd be cool.
I love it.
Chris, did YouTube change something where I can't see the number of people watching?
No, I can see it. Nope.
I can't see it.
Oh, wait, it might have been because I was open beforehand. No. The F. Oh, there's this 82. It's just a little low. Why is this stupid? Yeah. That's weird.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Anywho, I mean, I can see in this, but listen, 85 of you here. Let's say hello, Janice Disney, Stacy Rogers, Jennifer White, welcome in, Christine Hickman, hello, member here for all of the member rewards that are completely the most rewarding you'll ever have of any membership. I love the fact that Chris is like disappearing because he doesn't have a real green screen. He like moves and it's like, I have no head.
DizRN, I have not.
They
gave me the verdict last year that they're like, oh, well, just allergy related. Just take allergy pills and hit your inhaler.
That's it. Is that the revival?
Revival, yes.
Ooh.
It's even a invisible one.
It is.
It is. Mandy V, Jennifer White, Stacey Rogers, Wendy B, welcome in. Happily Ever Define, Mara Memphis, Michelle 09, Mandy Adams, Janice Disney said hello. Kenneth, what's going on, dude? Wendy Mar, blah, 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 blah. Stephanie L, hello. Yes, we have been drinking. Mike Wheeler, what's going on, dude? Hope you are well.
I know.
Jonathan
I
Chong,
said the
my
same
God,
thing, Dizarren. I said
Mike
the same thing.
NYC.
Ooh,
Dreamer, Deborah. Hello, Dave. Shep, Chris. So great to see you three together.
Tonight actually would have been a good night for D&T.
Would have been a perfect night for D&T, but, life. Regina Erie. Annette, what's going on? Hello, Tommy. Corner Sports. Might see that guy soon.
I saw him a couple days ago.
I'm sure you did.
Oh.
Yesterday, actually.
Hello.
I
saw him again yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you just walk into his store now and he's like, Norm?
Yep.
Annette, what's going on? Welcome in. DizRN, hello. Crystal K, hello. Debbie Thunert, hello. Tall Debbie. Pigalatruski, hello. Jay Grubbs, my guy, what's going on? Hope you are well. Jeanette, Sebastian the Crab, welcome in. Joey O, what's kicking? Evening to you as well. D and Tiki tonight. Now we should though. We're doing D and Treehouse though. Mars. Yeah, I think we're all right. So Shep,
yeah,
what's going on?
Well, I'd say that we did some pretty funky stuff this past weekend.
I don't know how funky it was. We went and ate wings like 3 days in a row.
It's true.
We jeeped and stood around the entire time because everything got stuck in the mud.
Yep.
And then we watched the Super Bowl after sliding off of a hill to go to a bar to watch golf and then slide back up the hill, which you can't do.
Sketchy.
Dude, it was sketchy Monday morning.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Like when I went down and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, it wasn't great. No. So we had Zombie Camp this weekend. Thursday night, everyone came in. We hit wings, had a good time at Zombie Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Friday hit Punksy, ran around, did some things. Shep, I guess the real question is, we went to the new brewery in Punxsutawney, Sandfly Brewing. Mm-hmm. I am a fan.
I agree. I thought it was very well put together.
Beer's pretty solid.
Great building.
Yeah.
They had a food truck, which we did not partake in, but at least it had one.
Yeah. Well, we had just eaten and we were going to go get wings later. So
we got a ton of content coming for you guys.
Yeah.
Wait. As a unbiased third party.
Yeah.
I have to say, y'all say that every damn year.
Yeah, we didn't do shit.
Exactly.
No. This isn't even like we filmed 2 things and we're gonna put it out. We didn't do yet.
Nope. Nothing was accomplished. But we had fun.
We had a great
Good.
time. Friday hung out, did all that fun stuff. Saturday was jeeping. Saturday got a little dicey. Like it was not good conditions at all.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of stuck jeeps, lots of time just chilling out, but it was a good day no matter what. And then Saturday night turned into I don't want to say a shit show because it wasn't, but we got 1/4 inch of ice.
It was bad.
It was not good Saturday night.
No injuries, thankfully. No injuries.
Thankfully, but like you'd walk out and try to go somewhere and you could easily have just skated across the parking lot at camp. And in the parking lot at camp, Chris, is rock. Like it's rock and mud. And I figured it'd be okay. Dizar had no injuries, thankfully. I don't think. No.
Yeah, like the stone they were stuck together. Like usually, like if you walk on it, there's like a little bit of movement, but I mean, it was like they were solid, like no movement. It was bad.
Wheeler, Dumb and Dumber of Shep and Zip is still one of my favorites. This is still one of my favorite clips as well. We talked about it this weekend.
Yep.
100%. They were talking about driving in, but
the squirrel, right? Is that what it was? A squirrel?
it was a bird.
Yeah, but no, the one we had was a squirrel at camp.
Oh, it's like a groundhog?
I think it's still there.
Okay.
We use like a squirrel that's still at camp. Who all goes to this camp?
So first of all, Jay Grubbs, yes, lots of Jeeps were harmed.
Oh, they were harmed.
There's still at least 2, maybe 3 in the woods.
Yeah.
And
I thankfully got through. I got stuck on one thing and then was able to get myself back up and running. And but yeah, it was rough. It was a rough trip. The Jeeping trip because
I love yak tracks. Jeeping was crazy.
Yeah, it was probably the least amount of Jeeping I think we've done in a long time.
Yeah, well, it was, it was lots of broken down stuff. And then
it was just the weather.
Yeah, and then the weather. We probably would have been okay going in the evening, but the ice just got too crazy. So
yeah.
So we 86 that. Then Sunday
I did not roll again this year. I was gonna try, but didn't get to that point.
Don't try. We watched golf Sunday and then watched the Super Bowl. We watched the Eagles manhandle the Chiefs. Congratulations to all of you out east in PA who are Eagles fans. I was mildly an Eagles fan for the weekend, mainly because I didn't want to see Kansas City three-peat.
And I made over $100.
Patrick Mahomes was just sacked again.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah,
100%. He's probably still reliving that in his dreams. But all I got to say is I wanted Saquon Barkley to get a ring, and I'm super excited about that. The one thing that pisses me off more than anything in the entire damn world is the fact that Kenny effing Pickett got a ring. F him directly in his Pickett a-hole. Excuse my French.
I don't know.
Kenny Pickett used to play for the Steelers. They drafted him unnecessarily. And then he sucks.
Oh.
And he was the backup on the Eagles, played like 8 plays.
He got a ring.
And he gets a ring.
Unbelievable.
Freaking believable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
100% Kenneth H. The worst part of the Super Bowl is Kenny Pickett getting a ring. I hope someone clips this and sends it to him.
Clip it. Yeah, it was I'll tell you what, man. Like, so me and Zip, because Zip lives only an hour from me, we met up at 12:30 on Thursday, and we were having a winter storm up here. So we drove probably a good almost 2 hours through just like garbage, like just crappy roads going like, 55, 60 tops. And then thankfully after that, once we hit about middle of New York or so, things cleared up and the roads were fine. We were able to kind of get boot scooting on. But
Now, this is all after we got a shite load of ice the night before.
Yeah. So you got the ice, and then we ended up getting the snow.
But then it hit 50.
Correct.
Who knew?
So we ended up getting in about 7:30. We met up with you guys at 7:30.
Yeah, met at camp at 7:30. We're back at Wings at 7:45.
Yeah.
And then closed the place down, eating wings. And then with the
Yep. It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. I mean, if they could ship them to me, I'd probably buy them. They're just frozen wings too.
Yeah.
Like they just have like they're just frozen.
Just
drums.
frozen wings and a couple mildly modified sauces. The issue is that they are very good at cooking the wings to the correct crispiness to then toss them in sauce so that everything is still intact in your mouth. You don't have a soft, mushy wing. You don't have anything that's overly dry.
Oh,
they
so
cook them
crunchy.
super well. Right?
Do it. Yeah.
And it's I'm sure there are plenty of places across the country that do it as well. But
it's so crunchy.
We were also we were talking at the bar about how good they were and the fact that these guys come in. And I don't know how many people, probably half a dozen at different times, were like, yeah, these are the best wings. We bring everyone here.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, it's kind of a thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Whatever. So
we had a new guest this year.
We did. Mr.
We had the one, the only. He's probably still sleeping.
He might be.
Justin Sanudo came. So Sanudo came with us this year. Made the trek up. And he was fully exposed to the craziness that is zombie camp and everything that transpires within the realm of the unknown.
125 acres of zombie camp.
Yep. And he did survive. He did make it home. I think. I'm just kidding. He got home.
No, he did. We're good.
Yeah, no. I was just kidding. I talked to him that night. But
we have proof of life. I have a photo with the paper.
Proof of life.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I do. That was Russell Crowe, right?
I think so. Russell Crowe and
yep.
A lady friend.
Who was that in that? The female?
I forget.
I know it was Russell Crowe. But it was good.
Well, Stacy, I love the fact that you got both Barkley and Dotson, but they're also both Penn State alums. So to see that happen, super happy on my end. Love Jahan Dotson. Loved him coming out of there. Hated the fact that he got drafted by Washington. Love that he ended up where he is. I can't believe that trade happened, but good-ish. For sure.
Yeah, that was.
But at any rate,
it was quite the blowout.
It was. It was a relatively entertaining game. It was just not close. Like that's the part that sucks.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they hammered out so many points in like the first quarter.
Oh my god,
was like you're kind of like. I mean, the Chiefs could come back, but it's like the momentum was there, and it was hitting hard.
It was pretty nuts. So yeah. So that's the recap of this year's Super Bowl Zombie Camp. But more importantly, Chris has a live stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey. It's Valentine's Day too.
It is Valentine's Day weekend. That's why he does it on this weekend, Shep.
I know.
Okay.
But remember, everybody, to bring your Valentine to the stream.
Yeah.
And give him a big old smoochy.
I think you should all buy your Valentine an actual chicken heart. Here you go. Here's my chicken heart.
I love chicken hearts.
They did Christine. I believe that's probably why they won the game.
This is 100% true. Part 1 of the marathon stream. Now, you have to realize that, unfortunately, YouTube won't just let you stream into oblivion. You have to split everything up. So, did you go 3 8 hours?
I broke it up into 3 8 hours.
Sweet.
What's the longest you can do? I thought it was 11.
It's 12.
It lets you do 12, but the past several years, they say they let you do 12, but it actually cuts you off at like 11 hours and 55 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So every year that I've done this, if you go back and actually look at the streams, they're only like 11 hours and 55 minutes long, and I've lost everything after that.
Wow.
That's dirty. They played you dirty.
Yeah. So
unbelievable.
So I broke it up just to make it easier. I broke it up into 3 streams. So well
3 8s isn't bad. And frankly, that's like good timing. Like hell, you can do a 3.5 minute intro, get up, stretch your legs, do your thing, and hit the head and whatever. And I know you obviously will have to in between that, but it's a good reset mentally as well, I would think.
It'll and I thought timing wise, 8 o'clock, it'll give a good time to send out the alert to people getting up in the morning, and then 5 o'clock, people getting off work, that sort of thing. So, but I will end one and immediately start the next one. So there won't be any kind of gap. It'll be immediately end and start.
I like it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've done like 14 24-hour streams in my life.
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Desarian. Thank you. Thank you.
Those caramels.
I powered through the ones that you gave me. Thank you.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, I was planning to do just the normal 12, and then
you got inspired.
I got inspired, and I got to thinking, wonder what it'd be like to do 24, and then with Dad's passing and everything, and I was like, you know what, screw it, we're going to do 24. I'm going to do
I love it.
We're going to see.
I love it.
It will be a good time.
And then when the clock strikes 12 on Friday into Saturday morning, your head layeth down on such a pillow that is fluffy and warm, and you shall sleep for days.
Chris, this is disturbing. Continue.
And days. As you lie naked in your bed.
Of course. There's the uncomfortable part. I knew it was coming.
Jay Grubbs, I would happily take it, Jay Grubbs. I'm ignoring Shep now, but I would happily take it.
Warm and toasty under your covers. Naked as the day you were born. It is what God giveth you, and you sleep with it. Naked in your bed.
Jesus. Chris, whatever you do not send him the link.
That's what I'm starting to consider. Yes.
Zip just said that sounds like a night in zombie camp. Not wrong.
Yep.
You shall lay
Chris,
your
you
head.
disappeared completely. Where'd you go?
I think he did it on purpose. Oh, there he is.
There I am. I just got a text. So I just got an email. This is interesting. Not to divert, but I just got a there's Zippity Doodad. Hey Patrick.
Zippity Doodad.
Zippity. He also joined us on this weekend of madness.
We call him 3-card Zip right now.
Do either of you have YouTube TV?
No, I do not.
I do not. I did, but what's up?
I just got an email that starting tomorrow, all Paramount channels will likely become unavailable on YouTube TV.
Really? Did
Um,
they not reach a?
It looks like they did not
agreement?
reach an agreement.
Love you, buddy.
Wait,
Content in the Entertainment Plus package and add-on services like Paramount Plus and Showtime and BET Plus. Yeah. So there you go.
That is interesting.
I do not have the tubes of you.
I know, but I have Paramount and I pay for everything all the time, and it's.
I do have Paramount.
D. Wilson just said he got just the same email.
Huh.
Can I have a little rant? I know y'all don't typically do rants on this.
We don't do rants on this channel, but
listen,
you're more than welcome.
You can be the first rant ever on this channel. First rant.
Back in the day, it used to make sense to do some of these subscription services. Can I say that nowadays, some of these subscription services are crocks of shite?
All of them. Yeah, I agree.
I love your Scottish.
Yes.
Yeah. No, so it's I feel like I get my money's worth out of Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Because we watch How I Met Your Mother and Last Man Standing, and then some other stuff on there. I feel like I force my money's worth out of Paramount. And I feel like it goes through spurts, but Max is awesome.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think Netflix at $20 a month is a farce. I think the only reason I keep Peacock around is because I have the commercial version and it's $5. Disney Plus is the 6th one that I'm mentioning, and the only reason I have it still is because I get it free with my Verizon subscription.
I'm here to tell you right now, if it wasn't that I got that free through my carrier, I would probably not have Disney Plus.
I wouldn't pay for Disney
Plus.
And
I am a huge ass Disney fan. I'm
Chris,
so fed up with
you're on a podcast about Disney. We all met each other through Disney, and there's 2 of 3 of us, and I'm sure Shep might join us, that would not pay for Disney Plus. He would. He has kids, and they all watch it. They gotta have Bluey.
Well, to be fair,
you had it for 3 years coming out of D23. I'm with you.
I had
4 years. Yes.
I think this is my first year paying that I've had it. I just paid for it recently. And even then, I still think, do I get it with Verizon? I should, I think, because I have the highest plan.
Depending on your plan, but you should have. I
think they gave me something else. I don't know. Either way, whatever. So I can't say anything because I had that thing for free for a long time. We have Netflix. We have Disney Plus. I have Peacock.
Yep, agreed.
Peacock, they stream Supercross and Motocross, so that will never go away from me.
Yep, and you got Paramount.
I have Paramount, and I still haven't caught up with SEAL Team.
Shit, really?
I think the best value ever is Amazon Prime.
I didn't even count Amazon Prime because I pay for it for all the other shipping. It's just free. It's just free videos for me.
I think that's the best bang for your buck because you can buy something. I could buy something right now and get it at my house tomorrow, and that would cost hundreds of dollars to overnight stuff. So,
yep, I agree.
I think that is. I think we're up to 100 something now. I don't know, 100 and
Prime's getting close to $200 a month or $200 a year.
Yeah.
Either way,
but it's still worth it.
Yeah, you'd spend that in shipping all day, every day.
You'd spend that in shipping on 10 shipments.
Right.
I ship stuff for a living.
Oh yeah.
It's one day shipping's $14 to $20 UPS. Mm-hmm. You're getting everything Amazon Prime within a day and a half, and you're not paying for it. It's the biggest add-on, and frankly, Then you have shows, and I know Chris will agree with me on this. You have shows like Reacher. You have shows like The Boys. You have shows like Lord of the Rings, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's still entertaining. You have shows like oh damn it, Wheel of Time. Oh my god. Even if you go back, dude, like Man in the High Castle, if you guys haven't watched it, there's so many things on Prime that were Prime exclusives and still are that are they're totally worth it. Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette, I've had stuff. I get stuff same day occasionally too. I have like 3 major hubs within 15 minutes of me.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like huge warehouses. Probably within a half hour, probably 3 or 4 huge warehouses. One is literally one town over now. And I frequently will see things like order by this time and get it between 5 and 10. And I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
So
the thing that drives me nuts. Sorry.
No, I was going to say what we're going to say, Chris.
The thing that drives me nuts about Prime is it is a pain in the ass streaming service. It's hard to find things. It's hard to see because they constantly push, hey, you can purchase this. Hey, you can get these additional services. Hey, you can pay for this movie that's in theaters now. I want to see what's free for me to watch now through Prime.
And I agree. There's a lot of times where like you have to scroll down 6 or 7 things to get anything Prime, like Prime Action. The thing is once you get there, you're usually pretty good from a choice standpoint. I'm with you, Chris. It's not the easiest to navigate when it comes to that because you don't know if you're going to pay more. But I will say this. I think of all of them, Prime has done the best job differentiating between like this. Here's a show that we want you to watch. And then you click on it. And then you look at it and it's like, here are your watch options. And it's either pay or join Paramount Plus. And then you say, holy crap, I have Paramount Plus. And you just run on over there. I did that with Gladiator 2. I didn't realize that it was on, is it Max? Or Paramount Plus? I think it's Paramount Plus.
Paramount. Actually. It's on Paramount.
So I didn't know.
It's already on that? Wow.
Yeah. But I was kind of keeping an eye out when I was going to watch it because I had to make sure that I told Steve that it's a terrible movie, which I did. It's not a terrible movie. It's actually relatively entertaining. It's just the exact same thing as Gladiator 1. Anywho, but I wouldn't have known if I didn't go to Prime. So I'm with you, Chris, but I just try to look at it as if I don't know where something might be streaming, I can always find out that information on 2 places, IMDb and Amazon Prime. And I'm pretty sure Amazon bought IMDb. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Well, real quick, the one we didn't talk about was Apple Plus.
I get that free with Verizon.
So I don't, but I have it in a storage / Apple Family Music / that was only an extra $4 to get the whole package. So I get all 3. And that's so I have Apple Family Music and I have a boatload of storage on the cloud so that I don't have to worry about that. And I get it for like $6 or $7. And frankly, between Silo, Foundation, and probably about 7 shows I haven't watched, and The Gorge, which, Chris, I will default to you. I know we're both really looking forward to this one. I think Apple Plus is one of the easiest add-ons that is in spurts, but super good.
I would agree. However, I got a feeling Apple Plus is going away.
Where's it? Who's going to buy it?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of names out there, but it is not panning out the way they thought it would. And I I think someone else, Amazon is looking to buy some of their content. Amazon has already got some of, I think it was Max's
Zip.
content.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
Well, that's interesting because they don't want to pay for the studio, or because they don't want to keep licensing things.
They aren't getting the subscribers to pay for the content that they're paying. Yeah.
Well, that's the issue right now. I think in the next, I'll be aggressive, 2 years, we're going to see 3 services combine into other services. So you're going to see like Paramount go to Max, because that makes sense, right? You're going to see a combination of Disney and ESPN Plus and Hulu into one app.
They've already done that, just about.
No, but it's not one app. It's not there yet.
Yeah.
It's not like you go in, click on the sports section, and you get everything because you have it, because they have such a diversified base when it comes to people that are paying for them. You have people still to this day that will not sign up for the package as much as they push it, because they have just Hulu and just Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So until they decide to roll that all into one thing, and in all honesty, you might see Netflix roll into the same thing.
Netflix is the strongest of all the streaming services.
From a financial standpoint?
From a financial standpoint.
So
not from a content standpoint, that's for sure.
So you can, this is
content-wise as well.
This is on my Disney, this is on the Disney App Plus app.
Yeah.
Disney App Plus app. So you can access Hulu and ESPN.
I understand, but if you click on that, that goes to the other apps.
Right.
But it's not native. But it's
Right.
not native to the app, is what I'm saying. You're going to get one thing where everything is on one app.
Yeah.
They're going to stop supporting all of the back end stuff.
Disney Plus. Disney was determined to make Disney Plus profitable by 2024. They're nowhere near making that happen.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to fudge the financials to make that happen. And it's nowhere near making that happen.
Right.
And so they keep trying to, they lost 700,000 subscribers in the first quarter of 2024, which I know we're just in February, but as far as Disney financials goes,
2025,
sorry, 2025.
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know
they just had their quarterly call.
They lost 750,000 subscribers.
They did. Now they claim they added 900,000. However, they had a lot of pushes for free promotional ads and $1.99 ads.
Right.
Promotional ads. They had a lot of people that unsubscribed when they started getting billed the normal monthly amount.
Right.
And it's I think it's still, you can call me crazy, I still think it's a ripple effect from the Acolyte and from Agatha All Along and from Echo and crappy content.
I have not turned Disney Plus on as a Disney fan. I haven't even turned it on to like attempt to catch up on Andor season 1. I don't even think about it. It is one of the top 6 that I have on my Amazon Prime Fire Stick. It is not like hidden. I have to go find Apple Plus to watch Silo, but I will skip right over Disney Plus and I will land on Hulu on this side and I will land on Max on this side. And that's the way I have it designed. I know I understand it, but I never click on Disney Plus. And it is, frankly, as a Disney fan, completely telling, especially someone who, we've talked about this a lot, who's put a lot of thought, effort, and time into catching up with Marvel and wanting it to be awesome and being a lifelong Star Wars fan, and this sounds terrible, needing it to be awesome. Star Wars, from an expectation standpoint, needs to be a B+ at worst for me.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also really good at giving a lot of leeway on that grading system, but shit, Chris, you and I have talked about this ad nauseum. Acolyte, I won't even touch, won't even look at it. I thought Obi-Wan was a complete waste of a story opportunity. Those are the ones that piss me off.
It was not what it should have been.
No.
And the Acolyte was, anyway. Quit beating the horse.
Yeah.
Everybody in chat has mentioned it, and y'all were joking about it. The #1 stream show on Disney Plus is Bluey.
100% it is.
Hands down, the numbers show it, and it's widely reported. That's the #1 stream show on Disney Plus. It's not even a Disney property.
No, they license it.
The other top 5 stream shows on Disney Plus aren't either. It's Bob's Burger, it's Family Guy, it's Grey's Anatomy, it's other stuff.
It's The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all stuff that
That's
they purchased.
crazy.
So like, I'm super excited because Phineas and Ferb is coming back.
Oh.
And if that content is not good, I might be done.
Guess what they're talking about bringing back? And the two of you probably don't care.
What?
There was an interview on Red Carpet done, and there is advanced word that they are gonna do a reunion of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
With Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Sarah Michelle Gellar is heavily involved.
Really?
Disney is backing it.
Winston, stop it!
And your creative force behind it.
Is he barking?
No, he's
your creative force behind it is Chloe Zhao that did the Eternals.
Really?
Gee.
It's gonna be crap.
That's too bad. I like Buffy. That was a great movie.
Well, no. We're not talking about the movie. We're talking about the series that Sarah Michelle Gellar was on. That was that, and was it Buffy? Because it was her.
David Boreanaz.
Yeah, but what was the other show that was kind of like that with witches? It wasn't Buffy, was it?
It was no, it came out about that same time. It was the with the 3 sisters.
Yeah.
It wasn't The Coven. What was the name of that stupid show?
Someone will tell me. It's not Wicked. It's not
no.
Charmed.
Charmed. Yes.
Thanks, Pigletruski. Yeah. But they both came out about the same time. They were the same and different, right? So they were very teeny bopper focused.
Supernatural.
I mean, shit. David Barenthal was in Buffy.
Yeah.
Right?
John Barenthal.
Shep? No, not John Barenthal. David, what's his nuts from?
David Boreanaz.
Yeah.
The dude from SEAL Team.
Yeah.
The deal from SEAL Team. So he put out a comment because everybody's reaching out to all the previous cast members because Sarah Michelle Gellar did this interview and she's like, yes, we've contacted everybody.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, it's invisible.
It is. Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
He put out a comment and he's like, basically his comment was, I wish Sarah Michelle Gellar a lot of luck in her future projects. I hope it turns out to be really great. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm totally out. So
Really?
yeah.
Uh-oh. He saw the plan and was like negative.
He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Between that and what was the detective show he was on that I can't think of?
He was in
Bones. He was in
Yeah.
Bones, which I've watched like 7 episodes. I feel like that's one that I need. Did you watch it, Chris?
I loved Bones.
Okay, I feel like it's one that I need to go back and watch.
It was good.
Nice. So he's in that, and then he did SEAL Team, and he also is on Instagram and loves the Eagles and just won a championship. So I feel
like he's a solid dude and a solid actor.
He seems like a really good guy. I like him. I like what he's done for the SEAL community. Like, I mean, Special Forces community. I know that like a lot of this shit gets mixed up, right? Where it's like, is it real? Is it fake? Blah blah blah. All that stuff. What SEAL Team has done for that community in some capacity has been huge. And those guys never go like down the stolen valor realm. Like,
no.
Shep, did you see that Trey and Sonny started a podcast called Two Fake Seals?
Two Fake Seals, yeah. I mean, he at least was a Delta operator, so
dude, he was a freaking Delta guy, and he's on a podcast called Two Fake Seals. He's the one that tells them that, hey, that gun placement is not correct. Let's do it again. If you look at it in the show, if you watch anything, his entire forearm is completely effed up because
he got blown up.
I don't know, IED.
He got blown up in
you
real
talk
life
about someone who is
as
not
a Delta operator.
He is not stealing any sort of valor, and he's sitting there being like, "Yeah, I'm on a show called Two Fake Seals."
Because he was never a SEAL.
Because he is a fake SEAL.
Yep.
But AJ Buckley, big fan of him. What he's done,
dude. That dude is awesome.
Love that guy. Chris, you've watched SEAL Team, right?
I have not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've got it on my watch list, but I haven't watched it yet.
So here's my play for the whole thing. I have a great friend of mine who did a boatload of tours. He was a ranger early on in GWAT. And as a ranger, he's very proud. And as SF on that side, and I'm sure we've all seen this, they all make fun of every other SF organization because they are nowhere near as good as them, even though they all claim to be the best. Just throwing that out there. You know how it is. Mm-hmm. And he said to me, he goes, "You need to watch SEAL Team." And I go, "Huh?" And he goes, "This is when it was on CBS, right?" He's like, "You need to watch SEAL Team." I'm like, "Why do I need to watch SEAL Team?" He goes, "It's good. All the tactics are good. Everything is sound. All of their movements are sound. It is one of the best representations of SF warfare you're going to see." And then his next statement is, because the Ranger, because it's written by a Ranger and they have a Delta guy on the cast. And I'm like, oh, neat. So I ignored it for like 3 seasons. Shep, I know I've told you this story.
Oh, yeah.
And I ignored it for like 3 seasons. And finally, in the end of the third season, he goes, "Dave, you have to watch this show." I said, "Why?" And he told me the same thing. And I'm like, "You've been telling me a lot about this. I don't believe you because you hate everything that has to do with the SEALs." He goes, "Except this show." and to be honest, I binged 3 seasons, Chris, in about a day and a half.
Really?
Maybe not, maybe 2.5 days. But I shit you not, dude. I watched that show religiously to a point where like the 4th season was coming out in 3 weeks. All I did was watch the show. I think I watched all 3 seasons 3 times before the next season came out. Early seasons are that good.
I'll try to get to it. I'm currently rewatching another series called the Falcon and Bucky show that's really making me question why I have Disney Plus again.
Yeah.
What is that on?
Disney Plus.
Oh, that's on Disney Plus.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, dude. You know that. Come on, Shep.
Oh, I know. I don't, dude. I haven't watched. It has
You
been
didn't watch
years.
Falcon Winter Soldier?
It's been years since I've seen anything. I don't have time to watch anything.
Oh, you're
My
fine.
day consists of. Oh no, my day consists of wake up, go to work, come home,
Makeup.
either work again or take the kids here, take the kids there.
I got news for you, Shep. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, I won't. I had a Saturday off. I think it was like two Saturdays ago. I had off. I had nothing going on, and I threw on Star Wars, and I ended up watching A New Hope, Empire Strike Back, and then so I binged those two together.
Such good movies.
Yeah, in the morning. I started at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I got those done. Did some stuff, and then like at night, had nothing going on again. It was probably like 8 o'clock, and I threw on.
If you don't say Jedi, I'm gonna be pissed.
I didn't. I skipped it. I went to the 7.
You went to the post schools?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I went to
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
what was the
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, and then the one after that.
Chris, we have to have an intervention.
I can't watch the first three. The first three are horrible.
So what is your opinion on the sequel trilogy, Shep?
I like it. I mean, I like that. I think it has I think it has the Star Wars feel anyway. Like when you watch it, you feel like you're watching the originals. Versus like the ones that were made in the 90s are just garbage. They're like horrible. That's my opinion. I would take the last three that came out over the first three in the 90s all day, every day. That's my opinion.
The Force can't awake unless you watch Jedi. Per Tim Rempel, and it's probably one of the most accurate comments you can make.
I love that. I love the Return of the Jedi. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that one too. But
I got an idea.
yeah.
No, that's a quote from the movie that you just said that you love, that you know every line to. You should know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got an idea.
I mean, actually, we might have actually watched it during the day. I might have put it on and just didn't watch a whole lot of it because I remember Cash saying, "What are those little bear things?" So I might have actually put it on, to be honest. But
my favorite is Jar Jar Binks in the first movie. It's really funny because I remember bitching about Jar Jar Binks, and with the amount of vitriolic hatred I have towards multiple series, Jar Jar Binks seems like a rose-colored glasses, quaint, fun character that was mildly annoying.
mm-hmm.
I
do like Force Awakens. Sorry, Rogue One. I like Rogue One.
That's the best Star Wars movie they've made. So
yeah, I thought that was good. I love.
What were you saying, Chris?
There was an article put out, an interview with Daisy Ridley that plays Rey. That updated the status of the next Rey movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, we're working on a script and it's going to be amazing and I'm really involved with it and I can't wait and it's going to be awesome and I have a lot of faith and we're really invested in it and it's going to be outstanding." And I'm also up to be an Avenger. I would really like to be an Avenger because that looks like that'd be a lot of fun. And in the interview. And my agent told me to watch The Penguin, and I thought that was amazing. And I'd really like to be in the Justice League as well.
So
Wow.
she's just grasping.
Yes.
So, I've somehow found myself on random what's the nice way to say this? It's the PG way. Somehow found myself on romance fantasy novel TikTok. In other words, smut talk, completely surrounding the book Fourth Wing. Anyone privy to any of this information?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So it is an epic fantasy novel. But take that and add in significantly adult romance novels from the late 90s.
That sounds wild.
Yeah. So I watched one TikTok concerning the epic fantasy portion of it, and now I get
Blasted.
all of it. All of it. And Crystal K says, as a librarian, I know it is the rage. Yes. So it's for me, it's just like a very interesting look into humanity at this point. G. Wilson Fabio is not involved. They are darker now. I believe they're not long blonde hair. It's long dark hair, kind of gothy, very brooding, from what I understand. But like, it's just interesting to me because if anyone knows anything about epic fantasy, right, it's never one book. It's always 2 to 47 books, right? And you're gonna write a book, and you're gonna write a trilogy, then you're gonna write a trilogy of trilogies, then you're gonna do all this stuff. But I keep seeing book reviews for the third book where like I don't really care because I'm not gonna read these things. So I'll watch all of the like spoiler filled whatever. And it's like they haven't advanced the character. They haven't done this. They haven't done anything. Yada, 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 all that other crap. The reason I bring this up is this just a complete straight epidemic of the fact that because of our short attention span, as a society, we can no longer write good, in-depth, thought-provoking stories.
That is clearly the problem at Marvel and DC. Disney,
I
Marvel,
agree.
and Disney Star Wars.
And that's why I kind of bring it up, because this is something that's been written in the last 3 years. And according to Crystal K, it's called Romantasy, and the series was supposed to be a 3-book series, but it's been stretched out because of the popularity. Well, it makes sense. Crystal, I will ask you, because you're kind of, you seem knowledgeable on this. Are they making it into an HBO series? Because I feel like it's basically the girl version of Game of Thrones. That's all it is. It's like in Game of Thrones, we do 3 things. We take over things, we kill people, and there's boobs. So it's Game of Thrones in a nutshell. So you'd think for the girl version of that, it would be there's dragons, there's dudes that are hot, and we're taking over stuff. I don't know. Just saying. Stacy, yes, I am well aware that David Bernas is from, or Bordian, I can't pronounce his last name right now.
Borana
is from Philly. That's it. Is from Philly.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
The exact quote from Daisy Ridley, so nobody thinks that I'm just making shit up.
You're right.
She said, quote, look, I'm into loads of stuff. I work with an amazing second AD called Matthew Sharp, and he texts me because he's doing Avengers, and he goes, if they call. So I was like, if they call, absolutely. I then, of course, love Batman, love the Penguin. I'm a fan of so many sorts of films. Yeah, I'm open to everything.
Is Daisy Ridley the Aldi version of Keira Knightley? Like, is that really what it is? I think so.
The problem is she has no charisma.
No. Keira Knightley does.
She has no charisma. No.
The thing, so
I don't like her in the Star Wars movie.
So Chris, the one that I think is going to really make her break her career has nothing to do with Star Wars. It's that stupid high-rise one that she's in coming out in the next 3 months. You've seen the trailer for it, correct?
Yeah, I think
where she's
so.
the window washer?
The cleaner.
The cleaner. It's called The Cleaner. She's washing windows. She happens to be an ex-Ranger. And then she kills a bunch of people. It's almost like I clean windows and now it's Die Hard.
Sounds like a Jason Statham movie.
Honestly, if it was a guy, it would have been Jason Statham.
Yeah.
But
that's freaking funny.
I'm okay with it because
the Aldi version.
I did say the Aldi version. I personally feel like she might be good. I might put the fact that everything in the Star Wars universe, written wise, was terrible. Didn't put her in a situation where she could grow a character. So I don't know that. I feel like
the problem for me in the Star Wars series, she didn't grow a character. She was given all these powers, and she just magically got these powers. But she didn't. Luke had to work and struggle to get these powers. She just magically moved all these boulders and did all this shit.
Hey, I can magically move boulders.
What's really interesting in the nine movie arc, you have, let's take one out because it's kind of like just a flat line, but you have Darth Vader's arc here. You have Luke's arc here, where there is a transfer of knowledge, thought, effort, emotion, all of that in that middle tier, which were the original three. But I'm okay. Minus the fact that I don't give a crap what's going on with a 6-year-old Darth Vader. I wish it would have started a little later.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Clone Wars as much as he hated it. I really didn't. I thought it was fine. And frankly, Last Jedi. Was it Last Jedi? Revenge of the Sith. That's it. Third book.
Revenge of the Sith.
Third one, yeah. So Revenge of the Sith, cool. I'm fine with it. I love the original trilogy. 7, I'm okay with. I know a lot of people hate 8. I thought that character arc of Mark Hamill's Luke, I know people are going to disagree. I thought it ended well in 8. I thought that the underlying tones of him giving himself for the next generation in 8, much like his father did before him, which is always the phrase that was used in Star Wars. Like his father did before him in episode 6, the parallels between the two, I thought were great. I thought what they were doing in 8 was solid. I hate the whole more scene because, like, okay, fine. Once you see it once, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Then it was like, but there was no resolution there, at least at the end of Empire, which is what they were trying to replicate. At least at the end of Empire, there was the resolution of what's next. There was no resolution of what's next after episode 8, which is my big thing. But the character arc, I'm a fan of. Daisy's character arc had nothing to do with anything previously in anything, except for the fact that now she's related to the Emperor in episode 9, that they had to pull directly out of their rectum to potentially think about putting something reasonable together. And the only reason that 9 kind of worked was because of CGI, and it looked really good.
What really pissed me off too was Princess Leia's magic space flying powers.
Yeah, that was good too. That was great.
Hated that.
I didn't put a lot of like mental solace into it. I was just
I
kind
can
of like,
do that.
you sure can.
I can do it.
Yeah. But so, Chris, my whole point is I think we're effed for the next 4 to 7 years because no one can handle more than 37 seconds of thought processes in a row.
It's true. That's the problem with not only that, Dave. It's not just the writing. And this is evident with recent Marvel movies. I'm looking at you, Captain
Fake Captain America
Falcon
coming out
Man.
on Friday.
Yes. They're casting the director. These directors that are doing these $200+ million projects that have never done movies anywhere near this scale and have no resources or concept on how to handle such a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're thrust into these movies and expected to produce it, and they're making crap. They're giving crap scripts, and then the Marvel method of making movies is crap to begin with.
So I agree and disagree. I don't necessarily want to put it all on the directors because I think
it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's the story.
I think a lot of them are handed a bag of shit.
Yeah.
To make this smell good. And I think a lot of it goes back to DEI, especially in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really messed up to me. And I don't know the Marvel universe much like you do, but like we've talked about this on streams. She-Hulk got bashed. She-Hulk was thrown together. She-Hulk was directed terribly. She-Hulk was not great. And I know you don't like the ending. But from a character standpoint, She-Hulk needed introduced to get to Secret Wars. Right? Isn't she a huge part of the comics?
Yeah, but not in the movies the way they're approaching it.
Well, I understand that. But what I'm saying is if we're trying to get the Secret Wars, we have to bring out She-Hulk. We have to bring out whatever. In all honesty, Marvel has always been one of the most inclusive series that have been out there. Am I wrong on that?
No.
I feel like there's a significant history of inclusivity throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Oh, very much so.
Originally. Not needing to be forced in 2026.
In the original successful stories.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's my take on the whole thing. Is okay, cool.
Yes.
Well, let's do She-Hulk, but let's do it right. Let's do X. Let's figure out all of this stuff to get the Secret War, but we don't have to inject a and that's what it is. It's superficial. A superficial diversity clause into all of it, because that's what's cool right now.
They decided instead to go with the all new, all different Marvel, which was more inclusive and yet was much less successful, even in the comic books.
Yeah,
and a worse storyline. Why not look at the success that was the comic books? You have it all right there in writing, not just from the stories, but from the financials. I mean,
well, it's really messed up. So so a lot of this comes to a head, right? I mean, we've obviously all felt it. I think everyone out there has been in a situation where it's like, oh, like, okay, neat. I have never shied away from the fact that I'm a Penn State fan my entire life, and I watched a Penn State game against a Notre Dame team that I hate more than anything, and I hate Notre Dame in general and specifically, probably more than Ohio State. I will say that here. I know there are people out there that are going to be like, why? I just do. It's a long story about getting there. Okay. The comment in the middle of the Notre Dame Penn State football game, which in all honesty, if any of you watched it, is probably one of the better football games you've watched in a long time. The comment comes out that no matter who wins this game, it'll be the first African-American coach in the national championship. And it was asked of both coaches. So they are stating this as, ooh. And it's asked of both coaches. And Franklin's like, yeah, okay, cool. We still have a job to do. And Freeman's response was, my mom's Chinese, so I'm also going to be the first Asian American coach. So why don't we talk about that as well? But it has nothing to do with any of that. And when you're getting to a point where these are the conversations that we have to start to downplay certain conversations that are out there surrounding all of this, it's very sad to me. Jeanette, good night. Have a great evening.
Good night.
But who's
Whoosy doozy.
the whole point of this is we go back to the fact that because of a lot of stupid crap that has gotten injected into a lot of Marvel and Star Wars, it really sucks that I have gone from, in all honesty, when those movies and shows and whatever would come out, writing my weekend day around them.
Yes.
To literally saying, oh, we're 7 episodes in. Maybe I'll give it a try now.
Or the movie is coming out Friday. I may go see it in 3 or 4 weeks. Or I might just wait till it comes out streaming.
That's my thing. I will probably see it when it hits Disney Plus if I think about it.
Yes.
Because unlike everything that was setting up Endgame, I am absolutely confused as to what's setting up Secret Wars.
I watched a spoiler-free review of Captain American Falcon Man today.
Captain Falcon?
Captain Falcon Man today. And it was everything that I expected it to be. Anthony Mackie was a good actor in the movie. However, the story is terrible.
Right.
The action that there is, the actual stunt action is slow and sluggish and has you hoping that for the CGI. And then when the CGI comes on, yeah, you're tired of that because it's just not good CGI.
Wow. What sucks is someone who has built so many franchises is going out with an absolute whimper, and that is Harrison Ford. Between Star Wars, Indy, and now his foray into Marvel, it's really damn sad.
And the hype is already building up for this movie. That they're trying to compare what they're expecting its opening weekend to be, to Captain America: Winter Soldier, and they're not going to adjust the numbers for inflation, and those numbers would not be anywhere close to each other. And what they should be comparing it to is a movie that came out 2 years ago, and that's Ant-Man Quantumania. And that movie bombed hard, and they're lucky if they're going to hit those same numbers.
So you think they're
the exact same weekend?
So they're going to make less than $500 million in America.
They will make. I anticipate this movie may make around $500 to $600 million. That will still be a loss for this movie.
You're saying total, including China.
Including China.
Damn.
How much is it going to cost? How much does it cost to build make it?
So that's the stupid thing, Shep. They came out about a month ago and announced that this movie has a budget of $180 million.
Yeah. What's the marketing budget?
The actual word, though, is because they've reshot this movie 3 times. That $180 million was actually for the 3rd reshoot of this movie.
I gotta pee. Be right back.
Yeah.
Wow.
No word what the actual budget is, and I didn't know this until today. But for whatever a movie makes in China, the company only gets a quarter of the box office of China, whatever they get in China.
Really?
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah, I this movie may do pretty good. It's going to do mid, I think, at best.
That's crazy.
Every review that I've heard is the story is not that. It's not a good story.
Not great. Yeah.
There is a post-credit scene, and I've heard that it doesn't set up much of anything, that it doesn't really matter that much.
Ugh.
Everybody expected it to tag into the Thunderbolts, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the Thunderbolts.
Unbelievable.
So
Unbelievable.
They said it should be called Captain America Loose Ends.
Wow.
I'll be honest. I don't know when I'll go. I don't know when I'll go see this movie, and I don't even know if I'll go see this movie in theaters. And I am a huge Marvel nerd.
Yeah. That's sad. I mean, it's sad to see that how just bad it's getting.
I kind of want to go see it just so I can come back here and give an honest review of it.
Yeah. Yep.
I kind of don't want to spend the money to go see it.
Right. Right.
Because the funds aren't that prolific right now. So
yeah, it's a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. But it the review embargo kind of lifted today at noon, so everybody's reviews kind of came out today,
and they're all terrible.
There's the usual hacks that are coming out and say, "Oh, it's amazing! It's breathtaking! It's everything you hope it to be." Captain Sam Wilson is Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Sure he is.
And all this sort of stuff. But yeah, the ones that I kind of the people that I kind of listen to and actually tend to agree with when I sit down and watch a movie have all kind of said this is a mid at best movie, and it's one guy's complaint is pretty much every scene in this movie is over explanation. There's a guy with a gun and the main character sits there and yells, "Look, that man has a gun." It's just that in every scene.
Wow.
I once had a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shep's tapping out.
I'm dying.
Listen, Shep's tapping out. Chris, I'll come continue conversations over on your channel if you're gonna do that.
All right.
I got a little bit of time. We'll do that. Appreciate y'all being here. I would be remiss to not say the fact that next week is our 300th episode.
Holy cow.
I would also like to throw the fact out there that one person in a white hat said that we needed to do something special for it. And then we never talked about doing anything special for it. So
Good point. We got to figure that out.
yeah, we got 6 effing days to figure out that. There's 69 of you here, which makes it even better that I said it at that moment.
69.
But next week, it's going to be one of two things: normal or special.
We'll see.
And frankly, sometimes normal
Is special.
is pretty special. Listen, love you all. Chris, thank you so much for being here. If anyone takes anything out of tonight, what you need to take out of tonight is go donate to Chris's American Heart Association charity link and watch him starting tomorrow night at midnight for 24 hours through Friday night at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. As long as he is like, listen, all I got to say is SPD is going to be sitting there saying, Chris, just stay for another hour. It'll be okay. Because she just got home from work and she's going to want to talk to you until 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
just saying, we all know how this shit's going to go down. So, listen, love you all.
I do want to throw out one thing real quick. Along with that is Mikey Wheeler is also doing a fundraiser for a We Walk cane. So something to look into if it's something that piques your interest.
Go for it.
Something to browse through. So if someone has a link for that, they can throw it in there and just take a look and see if that's something you want to do.
Cool. So look, Chris is live tonight. Chris is live tomorrow. Chris is live all day tomorrow. Brandy and I are live Sunday. Shep will be live at some point in the near future.
Every day.
Probably not. But look, love you all. Thanks so much for being here on a Wednesday night. Steve allegedly will be back at some point, maybe in the future. Allegedly. So see you soon. Love you all. Bye.
Farther